Welcome to the Let's Talk BS podcast. I'm Bryan.
And I'm Sofia, and we're coming to you live from the
757, where we discuss real estate,
culture, and current events.
Hey, what's going on, Sophia? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. That's that laugh. I told you, man. That's that. We might need to add that into the intro. That patented laugh you got, man.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. How's everything been going? You been
Everything
good?
has been good. What about you?
It's been good. It's been good. About to say we haven't recorded in a little while, I think, right? Has it been 3 weeks this time? I know it's for like
Yeah, I think we were supposed to record last week.
Yeah,
and we
last
had to push
week.
it
Yeah, I
due
was
to
out of town.
scheduling and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we made it. We're
We
here
here.
once again.
We're here. Most
Once
definitely.
again.
Most definitely. Last time we had a guest and we had Jeremy from Regis Title. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm
true.
excited for the new guests as well. So we will definitely be having somebody here, next week or 2 weeks from now?
probably 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, we'll have a different person on that can give you a little bit of advice.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm excited about it too.
So what you been up to? What's been going on? Like what's been on your schedule the past 3 weeks now?
Yeah, so last 3 weeks, so my son, he's started to play football. I think I might have mentioned that, as I always do. He's playing in the older league this year. So he's been doing good, man. It's a lot more adversity for him. One of the first times, I would say, in his athletic career. So their record is 1-2. First game of the year, they got beat down. It was like it was 22-6, the first game. Second game, they won 34-6. And then this past game, they lost 22-16. It was a really, really good game. Came down to the very, very end. It was funny because the very first week, like one of the coaches, or the head coach, I should say, he was trying to figure out who he wanted to put at quarterback. Now, my son, he likes playing running back. He's really fast. He's the fastest one on the team, and he can catch the ball pretty good. We play catch almost actually every day. So we've been practicing all summer, kind of getting ready for this moment for him, playing this bigger league. And so when he was throwing the ball to the coach and the coach threw the ball to everybody, the coach deemed that he had the best arm on the team. So they actually put him at quarterback. So he was like, dang, Dad, like I've been working at playing running back and receiver the whole summer. And then now, I'm playing quarterback. So all the skills and things that I've been working on, I can't really utilize. And so I was like, but hey, that's what the team needs. That's what you're going to have to do for now, And so.
Because that's what happens in college.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah,
especially when you transition from high
this
school
in real
to
life.
college.
Yeah, this in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in life, you may, you have a certain thing that you may want to do, but sometimes you have a skill set or something that could be utilized in a different way, that can maybe get you in the door to be able to utilize those other skill sets another time that you like, right? So I kind of had that conversation with him. So he was a little frustrated, because he just couldn't do, like, he wanted to run. They wouldn't, like, in this league, you can't run unless you're being blitzed. So they were purposely not blitzing him because they knew he was fast. So they were like, hey, we're just going to stay back. And so he was trying to play quarterback, and it was hard. It was hard, man. It was definitely some adversity, which I want him to have. So it's been pretty cool to kind of see his journey. Last week he scored a touchdown, his first touchdown of the year.
That must be a pretty skillful team for them to, like, really know, like, hey, we don't want you to move unless you're getting blitzed. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like,
it's a step up. Yeah, because it's 8 and 9 year olds, and he just turned 7 last month. Like, literally, you know what I mean. So he's
in a big league.
Yeah, he's in a much bigger league, man. It was funny. My dad came to one of the games. One of the kids, my dad was like, "How old is he?" Like, I mean, the dude was huge. Like, he was a big kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it was just funny, man. But my son, he's battling. I love it because, he's always wanting to get better every day. Even after the game, he was like, Dad, let's go. And it was one day, it was really hot. He was like, Dad, let's go outside in the back and work on this. Like, if they're going to have me play quarterback, let me work on throwing. I'm like, there's little stuff like that shows me he has the hunger to want to compete, and try to become better, whatever he has his mind to, man. So that's been occupying pretty much most of our weekends, I would say, for the last couple of weeks. Let me see. Then outside of that, for real, just more the same, to be honest with you. I mean, you think, school's been back in, so the kids have been going to school. They're loving it, having a good time. Let me think. I'm trying to think if there's anything that, like, popped. I know this past weekend, we went to Mellow Mushroom.
I still haven't been there yet.
You ain't been there? Yeah. So after his game, we were going to go to actually see Oscar Smith's football team play. Because when we worked out this summer, that's where we would go work out as Oscar Smith. That's one of the closest high schools that actually allowed you to like be on the track and be on the field and all that, or at least it wasn't, closed, I would say. Wouldn't necessarily say they allow you to. We just did it. And so he wanted to see another Oscar Smith game. We saw one last year, but he wanted to see one again this year because he met one of the players and he kind of was like, yo, I want to see how he does or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was pretty warm this Saturday. So after his game ended around like noon. My mother-in-law came. Everybody was kind of hungry. And so we were like, hey, it's a nice day. Let's drive down to the beach. So we went down to the beach, ate a mellow mushroom. So I had a good time. We was able to check out like that new water park that they have down at the oceanfront as well, the Atlantic Park. And they're really building that area up nice, man. Like it's really nice, man. Like I can't wait to like actually see it being finished. I mean, it's probably, 70% done, I would say now. But I mean, I've seen like the apartments up there they got. I've already been to a show at the Dome as well. I saw clips.
So I haven't been to the Dome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Shabuzi is coming there this Sunday.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah.
You gonna go check them out?
I want to. I'm trying to see if my company will pay for it.
Oh. Okay. Your company? What do you mean? Your company as a person or your company is like the job? Which
Both.
One? Either one of them. Are the tickets expensive for Shabuzi? I know he's pretty popular right now.
Yeah.
They are?
Pretty much. I mean, the standing tickets are $75.
Gotcha.
And then the seated tickets in the 200 level, which I believe is like the best seats, is like $1,200, $1,900.
Oh, wow. For real?
And then when you get back to the 300 range, they range from $200 to $500, and then you also have the lawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm familiar. I don't. You said you haven't been there yet.
I haven't been there yet, so I don't even know what's
a good. Yeah, I would say if you do. I mean, if you want a suggestion, the standing one. We older now, man. I ain't standing.
I ain't standing nowhere, and I'm not sitting in the grass either. So
that's
we gotta be somewhere.
But that's what I was gonna say. I mean, the lawn is not that bad. You can kind of bring something like sit on or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
the way my allergies are.
But it's not like outside. I mean, it's actually kind of like, I mean, you're outside. I'm not saying you're not outside, but it's like you will not feel like you're outside.
Listen,
if that makes sense.
I went golfing last week, and I about died when I got home. I was sneezing, all of the above. Like
Gotcha.
I was really messed up, and I was not playing in that grass.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will say too, man. It's been
if I'm gonna sit in it, or even if there's a blanket, it's like. It has something to do with the timing of when they cut the grass, which I can't control. So,
but it's not real grass though. It's like it's turf. Yeah, it's like actual turf. So it's not like real grass.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you have. I mean, you could probably. I mean, you could maybe even check it out before you get there. But it's like turf. It's not. So you would get the feeling of you're outside. I mean, you technically are outside, but it's like you're inside. Like you really feel like you're inside. Is it a night? Is it a nighttime show?
7:30.
Oh yeah, that's nighttime. So yeah, I mean, I mean, it won't be that hot at all either, man. So I think you'll be
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to be your best. I was going to say, as far as like cost wise, that's definitely going to be your best bet. Or if you get one of those 200 to 300 tickets, I mean, those, like I said, you can sit down the whole time there too and be inside the actual,
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So.
But I just haven't found anybody that's willing to go with me.
Got you.
Nobody I know likes country music.
Yeah, I've seen you've been on a country trip lately too. I know I know you went to Nashville, and then you had mentioned you had an event, a line dancing event as well, not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I like doing line dancing, but then I also like doing country line dancing.
Yeah.
Some of the country line dances are a little bit more advanced than what I can do.
Yeah.
So I have to really like sit and practice. But outside of that, I listen to country music.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of different music. The only thing I can't rock with is like that hardcore metal, the one where they're like going crazy. And I don't even know. I think it's hardcore metal. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But everything else, I'm okay with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I like a good mix of music. It was funny because this past weekend, I saw this Instagram video of this little boy. He had gotten a Michael Jackson jacket from Thriller, the red one, in the mail. And he was so excited, right? So I'm on my phone watching it. Carter comes over and he's like looking at it. He's watching this boy be very excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's from a music video. He was like, oh, for real? And so I was like, well, let's play it. So we played Thriller. So in the beginning, it's kind of scary, right? In the beginning when they're in the movie theater and
y'all watched the actual video?
Yeah, the actual video.
Okay.
The music video.
Yeah.
So at first he's looking at it like, he just looked startled. He's so confused, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then once they started dancing, he was like, "Oh, that's what the little boy was doing." And then I got up and I started doing the dances. He was like, "How you know this dance?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Cause I know all music. That's why I'm well rounded."
But so you say that, but I remember plenty of times,
I don't listen to Michael Jackson on a regular.
That's what I'm saying. There's been plenty of times on these.
Music.
I'm just saying. I remember plenty of times on these podcasts. I think we even had a one guy to go. And you was being really disrespectful to Mike. I think you really was, man. I think we can even revert back. We may have to, on this clip,
that's okay,
revert back and have like a little edit of what she said.
I still stand on business. No, I'm not. I'm not about to ride in my car sit in my house and listen to MJ.
I'm just saying that you was being real disrespectful to Mike. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that's okay. But yeah, that happened this weekend, and it was pretty hilarious. So then we start going down like the whole like Michael Jackson music video catalog.
Okay.
Right? And you'd be surprised. Like, obviously, I know Michael Jackson songs, but I, as a kid, didn't really listen to like all of the lyrics, right? Mm-hmm. He got quite a few songs where he's talking about the same shit that we're going through right now in this world. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, okay, Mike.
Yeah.
Get on this.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why he's out here. I think he got out of here, man.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of people like that who's a little in tune with things, man, that people don't want people to, especially who have that type of voice, who's on that. Like, Mike, had a lot of people's hearts, a lot of people's, attention. So, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man.
Yep. So we went down a little memory lane with Michael Jackson and his music videos specifically, not just listening to the song, but actually watching the old music videos. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally. I feel like you started to become a fan a little bit.
I'm still not gonna watch.
I feel like you started to become a fan a little bit.
It's not about.
I'm saying, hey, you gotta watch in the car, but you in the crib. You watch him in the crib. That's the same thing. For real. It is.
I was specifically
you said
watching
dancing,
the
hitting
videos
dances
for
and
a
stuff?
reason.
Okay, all right. Then you went down memory lane too. So I mean, that's
my gosh.
I'm just saying that's a part of becoming a fan of something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Okay.
But that's what's up though, man. That's what's up.
But back to his football. I'm sorry, I interrupted you earlier.
Nah, you good, man. But yeah, I mean, like I said, his football's been doing good, man. So like I said, I'm just excited to see his progression over the next couple of years. I'm really getting prepared for tackle because I know that's ultimately what I'm gonna have him go and play in the next couple of years. I think he probably needs maybe one more year of flag. We'll see after this year. But we'll see. I'm just excited for him, man. He's still been doing his golf lessons as well. So he's been kicking butt at that. We went out there and played on Sunday morning. The weather was really, really good. So that was cool too. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else, man. Like I said, I did mention that I went down to see down the Atlantic Park. That was pretty cool to kind of see like the whole wave pool and all that they got going on down there. It was
Didn't
a
you
lot
go to
of
Philly
people.
too?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, I thought you went to Philly.
I did.
How is Philly? I want to go there one day.
Yeah, Philly was cool, man. Yeah, Philly was cool, man. I went for like a conference training, I guess you can say. And it was cool, man. I was there for basically a day and a half, 2 days.
Okay.
I was able to get a Philly cheesesteak, of course.
Okay.
I know there are two famous places up there, Pat's and Geno's, are like rivals as far as like their cheesesteaks. I only got to check out one. I know last time I was there, I actually ate both of them, and I had like a little video to decide who I thought was better.
Okay.
But yeah, this time I just ate at Pat's.
Which is, I'm assuming, the one that you thought was better.
No, actually, this was just by proximity. So I had like a window of time, so I had to. I mean, they're not terribly far, but I mean, I had to walk there. You know what I mean? So I just went to the closest one. So honestly, when I did that, it was so long ago because I did it like 10, 11 years ago when I ate both of them.
Probably have changed.
Yeah, they probably changed. And
Given it that you don't really care for soul food like that.
I didn't say I didn't care for soul food.
We need to bring up that clip.
I never said I didn't care for soul food. I just had what was it?
You put the black people's food over there.
Nah. See, we got clips of you saying you don't like Michael Jackson. You don't listen to it.
Say that.
Well, you don't listen to his music.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I said was when I'm left with those four or something, I gotta go. Soul food is it because I only eat soul food a handful of times out the year. It's a big difference. Big difference. But yeah, Philly was cool, man. Like I said, I went and ate a cheesesteak, man. Just really kind of stayed in my hotel. Didn't really do very much while I was there. Then really got back home. The kids and the wife was missing me, so I ended up just driving back home a little earlier than I had to, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool, man. I had a good time. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anything
What's been good with
else?
you?
Look, anything else? Look, you done had a you done been around the world in the past couple of days. So the past couple of weeks. So me, let me see. I know for sure that I went to a family day with Onyx Realty, which was super fun. It's been a while since I've played in outdoor activities. And again, I was out in the grass and came home and definitely suffered. But I definitely took my medication. So it helped, but I'm still feeling it today. Well, we did the beanbag relay, like when you had to jump in a beanbag. We did run down and sit on a balloon pop, I guess you can kind of say is what it's called. Not the dating show.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did one-legged race, which that was cool. And then we did like this, it was like a 3 or 4 different thing relay. I don't even know what it's called. It was like you had to jump over these little mini hurdles and you had to like do whatever football players do with the feet.
Yeah, like agility drills. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the end we had to toss this tennis ball in this bucket, which was super hard. But ultimately my team won, the dream team. Shout out to y'all. We won that.
That's what's up.
And let's see what else. My oldest daughter, she's running for homecoming court. So we have been getting prepared for that. So she could start campaigning for it. So that's been pretty cool seeing her, get her marketing skills on. Because all the campaigning has to be online.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, which is actually pretty dope for them to teach that, right? So they can make videos while in school, but they can't give out anything in the school. They have to post the videos online, and that's how they campaign.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's actually pretty cool.
That's cool.
Then,
speaking of too, I'll mention too. I was actually in the group text, and I think I mentioned it before, but my 20-year reunion for high school is this year, and they were talking about it because the high school I went to, the homecoming is October. It's like 17th, or whatever that third weekend of October.
That's when my daughter's homecoming.
That's how homecoming is, yeah. So they're like, they already have all the details finalized, and like I said, I'm gonna try to go to they have like something going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm gonna try to go maybe 1 or 2 of the things they have going on for that weekend, but it'd be pretty cool to kind of tap back into some folks that I hadn't seen in 20 years. Some of them I may have came across here and there, but majority of them I probably hadn't seen since high school. So. Yeah, pretty cool.
A couple of the things that she has to do is she has to wear a black dress. We have to get some type of convertible for her to be able to ride on the field.
Yo, you have to, the person has to get that?
The parent, yeah.
Oh, wow. Sure, I didn't know it was like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, wait, you can't just go out my sunroof, because I got a big one. You could just sit up there. So, but no, she has to do that, and then I don't know if you being on the court automatically gets you queen. I don't even know how that goes because it's a little bit different from when I was coming up. But she's super excited about it. So vote for Maya.
There you go.
If you go to
so anybody can.
School.
Oh, I'm about to say so.
It's her class at her high school.
Okay. I'm about to say okay. I got you. Okay.
Yep. So she listen, if anybody could vote, we'll be advertising, all 4 of us in this room. Y'all don't even see the other 2. We will be online. Vote for Maya.
That's what's up. That'd be cool if they could, if you can get other people outside of your school. But I understand that you gotta keep it, within the school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Keep it fair.
Outside of that, just working out, hanging out. I went somewhere on Friday, but I can't remember where I went. But I was with my homegirls. No, I can't remember. What I did. Okay. But yeah, outside of that, that's all I've been doing.
Cool.
Living life. I finished up my semester. Got a 4.0.
Oh, word. Okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yep. So that was good.
Cool.
Waiting on the next one to start.
When does the next one start? You
October
get a break?
6th.
Oh, you got a 2-week break or so? Okay. That's what's up.
Yep. So I'm excited about that. So what's been going on in mortgage? There's been some big news that's come out in the last few days.
Yeah. So the Fed, hold on, this person keeps calling me. All right. Yeah. So the Fed, they met, I think it was last week, I want to say it was. Yeah, it was while I was
Wednesday.
gone. Yeah. So they met and they actually decided to drop the Federal Reserve rate down a quarter of a point. I know leading up to it, it was pretty unanimous that they were going to, reduce the rate or cut the rates. But it was just uncertain on how much. And, I think a lot of people were, thinking it would be about a quarter of a point. Some, because of some of the different data that's come out, like with the jobs reports recently, was thinking that they should even cut it even higher, even, closer to a half point.
Yeah.
But I feel like, what I've been seeing lately, a lot of times the Fed kind of, are a little conservative when it comes to something like that. So, I wasn't surprised to see that they cut the Fed rate down by a quarter of a point. And it was funny again, just like like it always happens this time when the rate is cut or raised, but typically when it's cut, I had a lot of people reach out to me, saying, hey, interest rates go down, whatever, because of this or whatnot. And, I always have to remind folks that, the Federal Reserve rate is not the same as mortgage interest rates. And a lot of times what I've seen has kind of become a pattern as of late is that, when rates are cut, the mortgage interest rates actually kind of go up a little bit. A lot of times, and that could be various things. I mean, of what happened or why.
The news.
The news can move it. A lot of times what I've seen is like when we are pretty certain, like how we were this time, that the Fed rate was going to be cut, the weeks leading up to that actually happening, I've seen like where interest rates will kind of go down a little bit. But then once that actually happens, once the announcement is made, rates typically either stay the same or go up a little bit. So it's kind of like
they tend to trickle down a little bit weeks following. But then right now, obviously, the market is so volatile, so up and down. And then, of course, when there's a new article, new story that comes out in the news, that affects everything. So
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of times that's why I tell people, I even was like, hey, sometimes it's better to anticipate it, because sometimes I was having a conversation with people who were like, hey, I'm going to wait till this happens. I'm like, well, look, we're already seeing signs of it, happening right now. So I'm like, let's go ahead and take advantage of it now, because we never know what's going to happen when that, when the actual announcement is made. And lately it's kind of been beneficial for people who've acted a little bit before the Fed has actually made the rate cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, another thing that I saw in the news is there's a company called Encompass that bought out Anywhere Realty, and under that Anywhere Realty umbrella falls certain real estate companies like Coldwell Banker, ERA, Sotheby's, and Century 21. So now they're going to be under one umbrella. So that's huge. I mean, that's a huge move in the industry. I was shocked that actually happened, and you see that didn't really make big news.
No, I saw it come through. I think it was more like an afterthought, but I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't a lot going on with it. I mean, I've seen there's been a lot of headlines. I mean, not to jump. I mean, the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. I don't know if you saw that too.
Yeah, I did see that, and then he was approved to go back on air, but then stopped again.
Oh, for real? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like they can't make their mind up, when it comes to that situation. And I feel like I heard his comments. I mean, I didn't think it was crazy of what he said, but again, I know other people have different sensitivities to certain things, especially life and death, which I could totally understand. But I just feel like sometimes, man, I've heard a lot worse when it comes to people and have those platforms, and they weren't, reprimanded or done, weren't immediately saying, hey, you can't work here no more. You know what I'm saying? And then we all saw, from what I saw, I forget how many people, but they were like, Disney lost like $3.4 billion immediately after, because a lot of people, canceled their subscriptions and all that. And so a lot of times when you hit them with the money, that's when people start to kind of change their tune a little bit. So yeah, I didn't know that. I did hear that. I guess they were potentially going to bring them back on, but I guess you saying they're not now or something like that.
Yeah,
so I didn't hear all
there's
that.
a bigger company. I forget the name of the company. It's like the network is not allowing it.
Okay.
So even though Disney is approving for them to film, they're filming it, but they won't air it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Sinclair. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he to me he was funny. I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, it just
offended.
Yeah. It's just funny. I see stuff, man. I don't talk about politics, man. I don't post stuff
About
like
it.
that on
Yeah.
social media. I know everything. People try to wrap politics into every conversation, left, right, up, down, side to side. I mean, it's just funny to me, man. But it's just funny, like when something happens, like how when people have two different political beliefs, like everything that one person does that is on, I guess, one side, they go with and believe. Like it's no like, I don't know, like you don't think for
Ethics,
yourself.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand it. Like I feel like, there's some things here, there's some things there. It can't just be like, oh, because this person is a Republican, everything they do, you have to say that's okay and that's what it is. Like I just think that's kind of crazy, personally. But
I agree.
I think it's just a big game of Crips and Bloods, man. That's what I always say. It's a big old game of it, man. I grew up around.
Big game.
I grew up. I wasn't in the game. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't in the game, but I was around people who were in gangs.
I don't even know.
So
one
I got a lot
Crip
of
or blood. That's crazy.
Oh, for real? No, I know. Well, again, I don't know if they still Crip or Bloods to this day, but growing up, I knew a lot of them.
Really?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Whole bunch of them. So I feel like this is like a big old game of that, red and blue.
Okay.
Like which side you got? Okay, we think this way, we think that day. We got a problem. You on this street? Like it's just a bigger version of it. Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's crazy. So have you had any like real estate related things that have come up that you want to tell the people about?
Oh man, you know what, man? My brain just kind of hit a fog when when I was trying to think about that, man. Because I always like to try to drop some nuggets on some things that I saw recently. Speaking of fog, you see the fog this morning? It was pretty foggy this morning. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No, I didn't go to the gym until 7:30. So
gotcha. They were talking about the rapture was going to be coming today. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh, so you thought it was the rapture?
No, I didn't.
Like, oh, here it comes.
Man. Nah, I didn't think that. I'm just saying like that was what people said, right? I didn't realize it until like I was watching the game last night, and I was just scrolling through Facebook and I saw people. I'm like, people keep like making jokes about the rapture. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I actually went to Google, as we talked about before, because Google always lets you know what's going on.
Okay, that one you got.
Okay, so
I was wrong about Google.
Okay.
I was wrong
Bing,
in the moment.
Bing.
I mean, you can go to Bing too.
Okay.
Bing gonna give you the same information.
Yeah, Bing gonna take about a couple minutes to get you there too, though.
No.
Being on that dial-up time. But anyway, so I went on Google. And they were just talking about, I guess, like today it was predicted that this was going to be the day of the rapture. I'm like, what in the world? And it was funny because I showed up, went to the gym this morning, and it's crazy because I went at like 5:15, and it was a little foggy, but nothing crazy, right?
Yeah,
so I go in there.
It's been foggy the last like 2 weeks, really. If you really paid attention, it's been really foggy lately.
But I'll say this though, it was pretty. I mean, it was pretty dark at that time, right? It's completely dark, right? So I get out of the gym like 6:20. I was there for like an hour. I get out of the gym 6:20. That's when the fog was like at its like, I would say,
peak?
Highest. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just crazy. Like walking out the gym, I'd be like, oh shit, I couldn't even see my car, my truck. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Like, did I go work out, get my last workout before the rapture? Like, what's going on, man? I was kind of nervous a little bit, man. I mean, literally, I didn't park far. My truck is like right there, and I couldn't even see my truck. It was pretty like, it was at that moment. I don't know what it was. But at that moment, it was pretty dense when it comes to the fog or whatnot. And even driving home, I seen other people who were on the road, they were all kind of driving slow. So it was kind of like, how like the last days when people are kind of like looking around, seeing what's going on. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I wonder how many people are actually like having that belief, because of the fog right now, tying those two things together. So I thought that was kind of funny.
We got till midnight.
Yeah. I guess we see. Yeah, I guess so. Right.
So one thing that I wanted to bring up was, here lately, I've gotten a few contracts, and with those contracts, they fall within the income guidelines for a couple of the grant programs that are here locally to Virginia.
Okay.
And already, I mean, just a few weeks ago, Spark Funds came out. I mean, you're talking, what was it, $6 million one company had in Spark Funds that has already been depleted.
Wow.
So, that means that a couple of the companies that aren't as popular, they have funds, but they're running low as well. So if you're not already under contract and you were anticipating on utilizing some of those Spark Funds, just know that I would say maybe by the end of this week, Spark Funds might be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll be waiting on the next round of them to come through.
Yeah. Get it while it's here. I mean, I understand. I mean, it's definitely a great benefit, man. So, I also saw, I guess, speaking of something that did change or something that I could bring up. It just came to my mind. I knew something would come to my mind, but I did see that the conforming loan limits changed. I don't know if you noticed that or saw
No,
that.
I didn't.
Yeah.
They're probably like $1 million now. The way
Nah,
housing.
Housing prices have went up.
Yeah.
Now they're I don't have it in front of me. What we'll do is I have it. I can send people who watching us on YouTube or just watching us in general. I'll have it shown up there so you guys can see it on the screen. But they did change. They obviously went up. So that's good. I always think that's just makes things a little bit more affordable for folks as far as like, being able to buy, certain price points and not have to put as much money down because the conforming loan limits are much more favorable and the underwriting guidelines are much more favorable for conforming loans versus non-conforming. So that is something that's a positive.
So it looks like it's 806,500.
Okay, cool. So that's good.
What the conforming loan limit is
for
a 1 unit.
For 1 unit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send it to our guy Mike who does the editing on this, and he can post for like 1 unit, 2 unit, like all the different units. Because I think we're now in the market where a lot of people are buying multifamily properties and things of that nature. So just being able to know exactly what your options are with the new limit increases, I think will be pretty powerful.
And right now, that's only for conventional. Typically, VA and FHA kind of trickle behind that. And then also, depending on what market you live in, you may see that your conforming loan limit is a little bit higher just due to the value of the homes in that particular area. So just keep that in mind when you're looking up the conforming loan limits.
Yep.
And when we post them, keep that in mind as well.
Nah, for sure. I'm with you, man. I kind of switching gears a little bit, man. I had a funny conversation, man. I was getting a manicure and pedicure done. It's probably coming up on a month now because I remember I was going to try to mention this before on one of our prior episodes, but I think it was when we had our guest, so I didn't bring it up. But I wanted to bring this up to our listeners and kind of get your feedback on it as well. You being a woman. So it's funny. Like I was in there and I ran into one of my buddies. I'm not even call my buddy. This is a guy I know from back in the day, right? I think I probably knew him playing basketball or football. I can't remember where I remember initially knowing him or meeting him or whatnot. But he was in there with his wife, and they were about to get mani and pedicures, right? And so the guy who runs the shop, asked him, "Hey, I only have a guy available right now. Would you be okay with having a guy give your manicure and pedicure?" And he was talking to, like I said, the gentleman that I knew, from growing up. And the dude was like, shout out to Nardo, it's my guy Nardo. He was like, "Nah, man, I can't have no man touching my feet and my hands, man. I gotta have a woman doing it." And so I chuckled, I kind of laughed a little bit. And me and him just had a conversation, we were just kind of catching up. So they didn't
come to you and say, "Well, he's not ready. You want him?"
Nah, man. It was funny, man. So me and him kind of had like a sidebar, and he was like, "Yo, I'll be checking out your podcast. You be having dope stuff you be talking about or whatever." And he was like, "You need to bring this up on a podcast, man." So a 2-part question for our listeners and even for you, Sophia. Like for a man, first off, like, do you think that makes them look a certain way if they feel uncomfortable having a man do their manicure and pedicure? Like, what do you feel about that? Because I'll say this too. I'll jump in and I'll say this one thing real quick and I'll let you go. Okay. I wouldn't because I've been asked that question at the same shop plenty of times, and it's at the time now where they don't even ask me no more. They know even if there's like there could be a man sitting there already available and a woman is busy, like I'll just have to wait when she finishes doing someone else's manicure and pedicure before I'm up, and somebody can come in right after me who don't care and they'll be seen before I'm seen or whatnot, and I'm totally fine with that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, what are your thoughts about that?
See, that's hard because I'm not a man.
True.
And, women do my feet all the time.
Yeah.
And it's the same example of having the same sex do it, right?
Yeah.
But I think that if that's their profession, then you let them do their job. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So that's just, to me, that feels as if like, oh, I can't do something because I'm a woman. Right?
Understood.
And I don't like that. Like, you should be able to, if that's your job and you're good at it, then you just do it.
Understood.
Now, there's limits to it, right? You're not going to let the man rub all up your leg and stuff like that. But if he's strictly just doing your feet and he's not, like, caressing you.
Well, when I get manicure and pedicure, they're not caressing me, but they do, like, the level I get, they do, like, you know, flex my fingers out,
Right.
you know, rub my calf muscles a little bit, put the Purefin wax or something like that on there?
I mean, that's all normal, but I'm talking about, like...
So, in my world, that's a part of that.
But they have different massages. So, I mean, I've been getting my feet done for a very, very long time, since I was probably a teenager, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people do the thing where they do this with your legs. Mm-hmm. Some people like to rub. Some people even like to put the gritty stuff. I don't know the name of it. It's like some type of gel-like stuff, and it's gritty, and they just rub it on you, exfoliant.
But that's what I'm saying. Would that not fall into the category of what we were just saying as far as rubbing and
no, I'm talking about when they lube you up.
Okay, so I look at all
the lotion and the oil and lay in there.
But I'm saying, I guess from you know, a man's standpoint, like you said, like.
And then even now at the salon that I go to, they have the gun, so they're not even like physically really rubbing you. They have like the massage gun, mm-hmm. and then they're using that on your feet. Mm-hmm. So if a guy's using that, then.
But I mean, that's what I guess what I'm saying is that for a person who enjoys a pedicure in the manner of them doing those things, right? Because, you know, let's say, you know, men are you know, let's say a person has a, I don't know, manual labor job, right? And so that's what they're going there to have, that, you know, enjoyment of being able to, you know, get their feet pedicured and their fingers manicured, right? And that's kind of like a relaxing type of thing where, you know, I'm sure women look at it in the same manner to a degree. So like you said, I mean, the example you used before, you mentioned the gun. I mean, most pedicure and manicures that I've ever seen, obviously there's technology that can use the gun and all that, but most of them, they rub your feet, they rub your ankles, they rub your hands. So it's like, I look at that as like, that's something that I would prefer a woman do, you know, as a heterosexual man, you know, versus a man, you know what I'm saying? And it goes even further, like, you know, I know you kind of mentioned it too, like, and then me and the dude Nardo was having a conversation. It was like, he basically said he wasn't trying to be rude, but he was like, even like when he goes and gets massages, he says it's the same thing. He was like, he doesn't, you know, want a man to do his massage on him.
Now wait, there's a twofold part to that, right? Now, will he allow his woman, or would he want his woman to get a massage from a man?
So, well, two things. One, the way you said massage, I feel like you were implying that it was more than what a real massage is. I mean, that's what you said. You said it in that manner.
I didn't mean
you said massage. Like, what you think? As a man, what am I gonna think that gonna mean? Well, so my wife came up to me and was like, "Hey, Bryan, is it okay?
Not a pedicure,
if it's okay if I get a massage from a man?" I'm saying, "Hell no." What? No. You be spelling for you? No.
So that's not okay. But you could go get rubbed up by a woman.
So let me say this. I don't care. I don't mind a man doing a massage on my lady, my wife. Okay. So I don't fall into whatever you were trying to get at there. Now, if you try to, if it's like one of these massages that I be seeing on social media and stuff, like them like really exotic and they be like doing a little bit too much, then of course I'm not gonna let them.
They even exist? I feel like they just doing that.
They out here somewhere. They be. I mean, I be seeing them on social media. So somewhere they be doing them joints. You know what I'm saying? But if you just ask me, hey, straight up and down, two parts, like you said, I personally am never gonna have a massage done by a man. It's got to be a woman, 100%. But I'm not gonna have that same stereotype for my wife. Like I'm not gonna be like, yo, a man can't give you a massage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But also, I will say this though. I feel this way too. Mm-hmm. Some things are just understood though as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some women, you know that even though a man may be okay and say, hey, I'm okay with that, they know that is something that could be an uncomfortable situation, or at least have a man's mind not in the right place. So, you know, the woman will maybe take initiative and not even, get a man to do their massage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's something that would be appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when I get my massages, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care if it's a man or a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I absolutely don't like, and this is probably going to be weird. You probably never even noticed. Well, no, of course you didn't notice it because you never got a massage from a man. When a man has hairy arms and they use their arms to like help massage whatever body part, the hair on the arms is a ick. Oh my gosh. That's just absolutely disgusting to me. I will immediately be like, nah, I don't even do that. Just use your hands.
So, question: Don't women have hair on their arms too?
No, I'm talking about. No, you know what I mean. Like,
no, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being for real. Like, I mean,
no, not like. So even something like this is fine, right?
Oh, so you're just talking about hairy men.
I'm talking about like the ones that got the hair you got to comb out.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like a very hairy man, like the ones who. They have a bush here or like a bush here. Like
just the hairy individuals. I got you.
Yeah, I can't do those. You gotta, if you're a masseuse, please shave your arms. Especially if you're gonna like use your arm to massage someone. Yeah. Because it feels odd. Gotcha. It feels very odd when you're like, you're not getting that silkiness that you expect from a massage, right?
See, I feel like you saying the kind of same thing I'm saying. See, going back to like, how you said like the silkiness and all that. So when I'm getting my pedicure, my manicure, I want that silkiness too. So I don't want no man with man hands doing those things.
But the men at the nail salons, they typically have no hair. At least the ones that.
I'm not talking about hair. I'm talking about them just being men. Men have testosterone. They have just certain things that women, the tenderness that a woman just don't have. I'm just being honest with you. So I'm just saying how you mentioned your hair situation. And how men have that and women don't really have that. I'm saying the same thing about it when it comes to the men and period. That's all I'm trying to say. There's parallels there. That's all.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Yeah. But outside of that, yeah. What was your twofold? What was the other question?
That was pretty much it. Because initially I was just talking about the mani and pedi portion of it, right? And then the second fold of it was the massage. So that was the second part of it. Yeah. So we were just kind of having a funny, conversation real live. And I was like, I told him I was going to bring it up on the pod. And shout him out. So, we definitely want to.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah. And because if you know him, he's one of the funny guys. He's a jokester. Like he's a naturally guy who tries to make you laugh, but he's also just funny being who he is too. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, nah, man, ain't got no dude touch me. Like it was just funny because other people in the shop was laughing and everything, and it was just like a thing. And me and him started having a conversation. So, I had to bring that up on the pod.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah. So it's about that time.
Yep.
It's about that time.
Yep.
So
one gotta go, right?
One gotta go.
Okay.
One gotta go. So this past weekend, I really didn't find too many things on TV that I really liked. Now I did check one movie out on TV called Swipe. Okay. That was actually pretty good. So it was the story behind the founder of Tinder and how she was not recognized as one of the co-founders to that platform, which is the dating app. And then she basically met someone who helped her invent Bumble, which is supposed to be a safer dating platform.
Okay.
I haven't been on dating platforms, so I don't know what's safe and what's not safe, but that was the premise of the story.
Gotcha.
And that was actually really, really good.
Okay.
It was a really good movie. But after that, it was like nothing else to watch, right? So then I said, okay, well, let me go to a oldie but goodie, and I turned on Doctor Strange. Now, when it comes to Marvel characters, right? Because I am a Marvel fan. I prefer Marvel over DC. If you know, you know. Okay?
Okay.
When thinking about the Marvel characters, out of these four, which can go? Which one can you do without watching?
Okay. So am I talking about just the movies or just the character?
The character, the movie. I mean, however they come to your mind.
Okay.
Right? Because I don't know. You might be a comic book person, or you might just watch the movies, or maybe you just like the way that their superpower is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever one, right?
Okay.
Okay. So out of these four, one has to go. So we got Iron Man.
Okay.
We got Spider-Man.
Okay.
We got Captain America. We got Thor.
Okay.
Which one gotta go?
This one actually is kind of easy for me, man.
Okay.
It's kind of easy for me now that I think about it. So my one that's staying over here is Iron Man.
Okay.
Iron Man is my favorite out of those four. I remember the movies growing up, the comic books. Iron Man wasn't my favorite out of those four when I was younger.
Okay.
But as a young adult, I remember like, even this was like, I might have been even like in like high school, college years. I think if I'm not mistaken, it might have been college years where I came home one time and us as a family, me, my mom, my dad, and my sister went to go see Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr.
He's a really good,
yeah. I remember he was battling some stuff early on in his career, and that was like the movie that kind of put him back, in good graces with Hollywood. Yes. So Iron Man's my favorite out of that bunch, and just the character and just the different things he do. He was sweet. He had all the different gets and gadgets and stuff. So that's one. My second out of that would be Spider-Man.
Okay.
Love Spider-Man. I didn't see the last Spider-Man movie. I heard it wasn't that good. My wife went and saw it with my, oddly enough, with my daughter. My son is weird. My son, he don't like movies like that. My daughter wanted to see it, so they actually went to go see it. But Spider-Man growing up, just flying, that's always been like, if you ask me what my number one superpower I wish I ever had was like flying. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought Spider-Man was always cool, man, just, with his superpowers and things that he had, man.
So out of the characters that which is Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and Andrew Garfield, who's your favorite Spider-Man?
Favorite Spider-Man? I'd have to say Tobey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say Tobey. He was my favorite, man. My man Peter, man. Peter Parker. Yeah, Peter Parker, man. It just like, it always like, the love story too behind him. He was a very nonchalant, quiet type of dude. I kind of had some, I can relate to him a little bit. So those two are safe. Iron Man being one, Spider-Man being two. So it comes down to, you said Thor and Captain America, right? Mm-hmm. I would say the one that's going to go is Captain America for me. Okay. I remember the Captain America, I haven't seen like the most recent Captain America movies. I don't even know if there has been, but I remember like the handful that I saw. And I know a lot of times some of the Marvel movies, they kind of give you the backstory. So they kind of just kind of build the plot for the next movie. But his Captain America movies weren't that great to me. And Thor movies I always thought were better, the ones I saw compared to the two. So I'm solely basing it off of just the movies that I saw when it comes to, because neither one of them were like my favorite growing up as far as like the actual characters themselves. So I'm kind of just basing it off the movies. And I always like the Thor movies better than the Captain America movies. So Captain America can go. No disrespect to America though.
All right.
I love my Americans.
Okay.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't think you could have explained better than I thought, because I am right on point with everything that you just said.
Oh, so, real?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, maybe I would switch out Iron Man with Spider-Man. So my number one would be Spider-Man. My number two would be Iron Man. My number three would be Thor. Mm-hmm. And then I would get rid of Captain America. And
you don't got no extra like input or nothing? Like you just going off what I say. You just copy my paper and turn it in. That's what you're doing. You're like, hey, Bryan did all the work. Here you go. That's what you did? Okay.
No,
that's what it sounded like.
I like Tobey Maguire. I mean, he was the one that really got me into Marvel, period. Mm-hmm. Like, it was his movie, that Spider-Man movie, that made me excited about everything. Then I started to dibble and dabble. Then I started watching Thor. Then I started watching Iron Man. Then, when the Endgame came, I was there. I had just had Carter.
Oh, word,
he was in the movie theater with me with my car seat. That's how
dedicated you was? Jeez. Okay.
Now, I was kind of disappointed because the end game did not end like I wanted it to, I guess you can say.
Okay.
But outside of that, yeah, I really do enjoy watching Marvel movies. Yeah. And it's funny because my brother called me over the weekend, and he has said that he saw the most recent Spider-Man that came out, and I'm just I cannot get into DC. Like, I really can't. I don't know what it is, but Batman, it's okay. Like,
I love Batman.
I feel like
Batman was like, if you ask me my number one favorite superhero. Superman? You saw Superman? You mean Superman? Yeah, not Spider-Man. You
Oh,
said yeah.
Superman.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Superman.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. You said Spider-Man, but I know we were talking about Spider-Man.
You
So
should have corrected me.
I mean, hey, look.
You weren't paying attention.
No,
You
I was
weren't
paying attention. I heard it too. But I wasn't gonna correct you. My bad. But anyway, Batman was if you ask me my number one favorite superhero of all time,
Mm-hmm.
Batman.
Really?
Easily Batman. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like with his character.
Dark Man X. Go ahead.
Yeah, with his character.
And the movies are to me they're the best. The movies, Batman movies. I mean, if you look at like the catalog of superhero movies, what superhero movie do you feel had the best like catalog of movies? Because all of them, most of the main ones got 3, 4, 5 movies and then came out. So what was your like catalog best? I think Batman, because all the different villains he has. I mean, obviously a lot of the villains make the movies. I would say even better.
It's probably Spider-Man for me.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man and Batman. They,
Okay.
as far as their catalog goes, as far as how many movies they have and stuff like that, they're pretty neck and neck. I prefer to watch Spider-Man.
Okay.
And it's I prefer to watch Spider-Man.
Okay.
But Batman is not horrible, but it's just
I
not my
just remember
go-to.
the movies. Classic
I will
Heath
go and
Ledger
sit-
with just.
It's just too dark for me. That's probably what it is. It's too.
That can make sense. Dark Man X.
Yeah,
that
it's just
makes
too
sense.
dark. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But we finally agree.
Yeah.
We agree.
We
got
don't
one
finally
more.
agree. I mean,
we got one more.
Yeah, we've agreed. I would say more than we haven't agreed on these. Yeah.
All right. We just started off on a rocky road, is what you're saying.
No, I think we did. You're right. At the beginning, we weren't on the same, and then we had like a nice run, and then it's been like bumpy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got you.
All right. I know that we didn't get a chance to touch on this, but I wanted to definitely talk about it. Was houses are sitting on the market a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
I know that usually we have our one gotta go and then we go.
Mm-hmm.
But houses have been sitting on the market a lot longer. And funny enough, there are some homes, depending on the area, that are like hot and they're leaving the market pretty quickly. But ultimately, even with all of that, I mean, it's kind of mixed. I've been seeing houses that, even though they're sitting on the market longer, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're willing to give you everything that you want.
Yeah.
It's like the sellers are also okay with it sitting on the market as well. It's like this battle of trying to sell a house. So just keep that in mind when you're out there negotiating. I don't know. What have you seen? Have you seen that too? Like,
Yeah, no, I have. I mean, same thing you're saying.
It used to be where, if a house sat on the market for a long time, anybody could make an offer and then the seller would be like, all right, cool. But now I feel like sellers are like, nah, I'm not settling for that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen both of them, but yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, it's definitely, because some people are selling coming out of the some people are selling coming out of the pandemic with the expectation of like, hey, like you said, getting everything that they want, a certain price and all that. So some have enough equity where they can kind of be like, yo, like, I'm not selling. I want to make a certain amount of money on it. So it's not like I'm have to sell right now. You know what I mean? So they kind of, it's kind of that tug of war of like, who's going to, give when it comes to that part. So yeah, I am seeing that.
And then I also have been seeing when it comes to condos. This is another one. So condo associations are starting to not necessarily go through the approval process with some of the programs. So for example, if you live in a condo association and your HOA is not complying with getting on the approval list for, like, let's say FHA or VA, that can potentially stop you from being able to move forward with financing using those two products. And right now, to be honest with you, the most popular product is FHA if you're not a veteran, because conventional does require for you to have a little bit higher of a credit score, more skin in the game, things like that. So you just want to make sure that when you're out here shopping for your properties, that you're having those conversations with your lender and you're having the conversations with your real estate agent to make sure that your particular financing is allowed for that condo association.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
Yeah. Good info. So what you got coming up? I know we got this meeting today.
Yep.
And I know this weekend, you said you were doing something this weekend, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're going out of town.
Yeah, going to Cabo, Mexico. So gonna see some friends. Should be a good time. I've never been there before.
Okay.
Last night I was actually looking up, which I always do. I was on YouTube looking up like just different stuff. They have like a nice area called the Marina down there that they like, I guess that's where most people go and hang out, kind of like downtown. So I'm looking forward to that. I hadn't been out the country. I think the last time I went was when we went to St. Thomas back in like early last year, early
that's
2024.
when the lady got her leg cut off, right? Or bit off by the shark?
Now that was Turks and Caicos.
Oh.
That was like I think 2023 or
Okay.
22. Yeah. Yeah, no, St. Thomas St. Thomas was cool. I just got sunburned bad at St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that this weekend. That should be pretty cool. And then like I said, I'm also my high school reunion's coming up, you know, a couple weeks from almost like a month from now. So I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah. What about you?
So this weekend I'm probably gonna check out Caribbean Fest.
Okay.
What that's going on in downtown Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be fun. I don't have anything to wear that's necessarily Caribbean style, but we're gonna try to make it work.
Okay. Cool.
Outside of that, I just finished booking a trip with me and my friends and my family. We're going to Nags Head for New Year's.
Okay.
So we rented a beach house there, so that's gonna be fun. So
That'd be cool.
I'll definitely take pics and post about it and talk about it once we get to December.
Okay.
And then it's funny because New Year's is on the 1st and my daughter's birthday is on the 5th. She was like, so is this like part of my birthday? I was like, yeah, damn right.
That's funny.
I'm paying for your room and board. Absolutely. This is a part of it.
Yeah. Yep.
But outside of that, yeah, just plan on relaxing.
Cool.
And living my best life.
Cool deal. I know we got to run. I got to run too.
Yeah, we do got to run. So we appreciate you listening to the podcast. You can follow me at I am Sofia KB on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well as Bryan_Royster.
And you can follow the podcast at Let's Talk BSPC, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
See you.